Hey, what's up? And welcome to week 10, BoomBust Interactive. How's it going, Kyle?
It's going good, man. I'm ready
Good.
to hopefully answer a lot of questions tonight.
Yeah, talk some fantasy football. Even though it's an annoying season, I still enjoy talking some fantasy football.
Yeah, this last week was weird for sure. Some of
Yeah,
your highest, most potent offenses, the Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams, Bills, all flopped. Weird
it's
week.
been
Twilight
very
Zone
weird.
week.
Yeah, it's been just a weird season so far. So, anyways, I'm getting my graphics set over here on IG really quick to push people over here to join this chat. There we go. All right, peeps, join us over on YouTube. So, yeah, what a weird week, man. It's just there were a lot of studs that flopped this week. It was like we had the first about 3 weeks of the season that kind of did that, and then we went on a pretty decent streak where things kind of seemed to be back to normal. And then this week it was felt just like those first couple weeks. It was weird.
Yeah, it was like it totally reverted back all over again.
Dude, I got some weird stuff going on with my hair up here. I don't know if you can see that there.
Yeah, I can actually. I couldn't until you turned your head, and then it was like, "Hello, how are you?"
Yeah, I was laying down watching TV. Anyways, yeah, it was weird. It was like we reverted
That's what these are
back.
good for. That's
Yeah.
what these are good for, you know.
I came upstairs without putting on my hat, and I wasn't going back down. That's the laziness talking right there. Yeah, I just I don't know. It just felt like it reverted back to the beginning of the season where these studs just didn't do what they did, and backup running backs were getting all the touchdowns and stuff. It's just really
the hell did
really
James Conner
rough.
come from, right?
Oh yeah,
like
so
we knew he'd get more touches if Edmonds ever got hurt, but good lord.
Yeah, it was a bit much. It was a bit much. Alrighty, man. Let's it was insane.
It's insane.
Let's jump over here really quick. I already got one over on IG. So it says, should I look to trade Diggs and or Mahomes? If so, who should I look to target? I mean that's tough because it just depends on what your roster looks like. I'm not panicked on Diggs or Mahomes.
I wouldn't be looking to trade Diggs. I mean, if you want to trade Mahomes, I mean, Josh Allen and maybe the way Stafford's playing this year, I wouldn't mind him, but none of them did great this week. I think I'm sitting tight on both of them guys still.
The problem is you're selling, if you were to trade those guys, you're selling them at bad value. Mahomes, you're not going to get much out of Mahomes right now. And so now's not the time to trade him for sure. I feel like you got to wait till he blows up and has another good game. Maybe if you're looking to trade him, but I'm not panicked on him. Here's the deal. Mahomes hasn't been your typical Mahomes.
Right.
Like let's be honest there, but and we had this argument in one of my leagues the other day. The guy was trading away Mahomes, and he's like, and it was a trash deal. People were complaining about it, He's like, well, he's not the Mahomes, the Chiefs. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but the Chiefs aren't what they used to be and stuff. And it's like, dude, he's the number 4 quarterback in fantasy football right now. Like whether he's doing that number 1 that he's been the past couple years, like he's still the number 4.
Yeah.
Like there's still value in that. What are you talking about? So right now he's sitting at the number 6. That means he's better than, if you're in a 10-team league, you've got a better quarterback than 4 other teams. I mean,
yeah, and Diggs is in a little bit different boat because, he's not getting you maybe the 20 to 30 he was last year, but I'm looking at his fantasy points just based off PPR, not partials here on Fantasy Pros. I just pulled it up. Like from week 1, 16, 16, 12, 18, 9, 24, 15, 15. Like,
yeah,
he's still doing good,
well, because your average wide receivers are about 10 points. And he's at about 15, so
it's not quite where it was last year because they got Sanders. Beasley's a little more involved.
Knox is more involved.
But he's still doing good. So if you're going to
Mhm.
move him, you still got to get a top 10 receiver for him. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, and I'm not willing to give up on that yet. I mean,
He has a good second half of the year here on the schedule, so
yeah, his schedule looks decent.
I'm not trying to get rid of Diggs. I'm trying to acquire Diggs if I can.
Yeah, if you can buy low on Diggs, great, but I'm not selling him like when he's at a low. Well, considered a low. I mean, his last
Yeah.
3 games have been 24 points, 15, 14 and a half. If you consider that low, so it's not worth panicking over by any means.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like people are quick to panic when they listen. I understand you spent draft capital, first round draft capital on this guy, most likely, maybe early second. You expect more, but let me tell you, that's happening with most players right now. I'm trying to think of someone in those first 2 rounds that haven't had that disappointment yet. Can you think of anyone
No.
that hasn't
No,
been
I
hurt
can't.
or just let their owners down? I can't think of a single one.
Maybe Taylor or Najee Harris.
Okay. I could see that. Maybe Jonathan Taylor. Yeah. Najee Harris, I feel like you're right.
Maybe Swift. There's a handful
Okay.
but
I feel
very
like Swift
few.
has had at least one bust in there.
But very, very few.
Najee Harris was just week 1. After week 1, he's been good. He had 5.9 points that week 1. Since then, he's been good.
But at receiver, everybody.
Yeah, receiver, everybody, tight end, even
Jamar
Kelsey
Chase
had
wasn't
bust.
until Jamar Chase didn't until this last week. What about Cup? Let me pull up Cup here.
I don't think Cup has had a bad week.
His lowest week was 11 points against Arizona.
But
week 4.
here's the thing with Cup. Cup, you didn't draft as your number 1 wide receiver, right? You didn't draft him in those first 2 rounds. I'm talking just people in your first 2 rounds that you have a lot of draft capital into. Cup is a pleasant surprise, so that's different. Yeah, it's just one of those years, man, that there's not much security there at the top. So, I mean, if you're getting 15 points a week out of Diggs, that's not bad. I'm not mad about it, you know? I mean, I had other wide receivers, high wide receivers like that are getting 10 points a game. So 15 points a game, this point is kind of an advantage. You're not really getting a lot of these dominant wide receivers. Cup is kind of the only super dominant one right now. Tyreek Hill's looking good now.
AJ Brown's turned the corner.
Until this last week, I mean, he's still kind of up or down. Even Tyreek Hill, I mean, he's had 3 games now under 10 points. So
everybody has down weeks is the moral of the story.
Yeah, like let's
freak out. Yeah. Don't panic.
So start or sit Mike Williams this week. I personally sit Mike Williams every week. That's just me. I don't like players like that. I hate players like him and Lockett. I just can't do it. I don't want to play him. I avoid them. I don't own either of them in any league. I'm in 10 leagues. I don't own either of them on purpose. I just can't deal with it. I don't like those boomer bust players like that. So
I have Mike Williams in one. Sometimes you can't avoid taking boom bust players, but
unless if you're in a best ball league, take them.
Yeah, sometimes you can't help but take, because if there's nothing on the board and Lockett or different. Mike Williams is sitting there, then you kind of that's how you end up with players like that. But like Mike Williams, they play Minnesota this week, who Cooper Rush, Amari Cooper, and CeeDee Lamb just shredded last week before they got beat down by Denver. Like, I think Keenan Allen and Mike Williams can have a good game this week. So I feel okay starting Mike Williams this week. Yeah, I do.
I'm more so hoping that Eckler has a good day out of just pure selfishness.
Yeah.
Traded Melvin Gordon for Tyler Lockett. Win or loss? I'm going to call that a loss personally, but
If you traded away Gordon, yeah, that's a
Yeah, if
loss.
you traded away Melvin Gordon for Tyler Lockett, that's a loss in my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless you were so heavy on running back and so needy at wide receiver, but I still feel like you could have done better than Lockett. Okay, Sushi Lover over here. Welcome in, Sushi. What up? Good to see you again. Thoughts on Russ?
Yeah, I saw that, and I was actually sitting here real quick trying to see. I was kind of out of touch with news today at work because I was swamped. I was trying to see if there was anything regarding his health and whether he was returning this week or not. Because they talked about him coming back, but I haven't seen anything definitive saying he would be back this week.
Yeah, I haven't
Um,
heard anything definitive either. I know he was on the practice field yesterday. It says, um, I would think he's probably not back this week. I also I don't think Carson will be back this week. I know that he's supposed to be back on the practice field tomorrow.
I think he's wanting to start practicing this week. I imagine it's probably week 11 before we see him on the field.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
agreeing with that. I don't think and then they're going to bring him back against Arizona, so that's not great either. But let me tell you, those guys have a great schedule down the stretch.
I'm gonna see
I
what
have
I can
Chris Carson
find out here about
on
his
one of my
health.
teams, and I'm just hanging on to him, hopefully for playoffs, because he's got one of the best remaining schedules for running backs left. It's fantastic.
Um, he's been cleared to play. Russell Wilson's been cleared to play for Week 10 against
Okay.
Green Bay. So, um, yeah, play him.
Yeah, if
If
he's
he's healthy and he's playing, put him in your lineup.
yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. If
That's
he's
my
playing,
thoughts on
play him
Russ. And it
because
looks like he's cleared to play. So,
he's a stud.
yeah, I'm about it.
Yeah, no doubt about that. If he is clear to play, then play him. All right, I got another one over here. That's Ayuk or Beasley this week. So
Oh,
if you need to know,
Beasley
Beasley is
plays
playing
the
against the
Jets.
Jets, and Ayuk is going against the Rams.
Give me Beasley.
Yeah, if this is PPR, I'm also choosing Beasley here, and the reason is, I mean, his targets the last two games have been 13 targets and 11 targets, 10 catches, 8 catches respectively. There, the dude's a PPR machine. He's not getting huge yards. I mean, I guess he did against Miami. He had 110 yards, but on his 10 catches. Last week he had 33 yards on 8 catches. I'm sorry, but that's over 10 points. So that's consistency, and I haven't seen enough consistency out of Ayuk yet. He's had 2 games so far here, put back to back. That just worries me. It's not enough for me to say over Beasley.
I think Cole Beasley finds enough room against this Jets defense that he can get a little more than 33 yards out of that target share too.
Yeah,
They're basically using him as an extension of the run game because their running backs are so ineffective.
yeah,
And with Zach Moss, getting injured in the third quarter last week, I don't know the severity of that off the top of my head, whether he plays or not this week. But I mean, he loves to pepper Beasley with targets, so I'm all over that.
yeah.
Like
I
the
agree.
Ayuk, you just can't trust yet.
Can't trust him
Between
yet.
between Debo Samuel and Kittle coming back, like
Mitchell got a lot of targets too, right?
Mitchell got a handful as well. Yeah, I think he ended up with 5 catches.
Yeah, I think so. For good yardage
So
too. So,
yeah,
um, yeah. All right, we got another one over here on IG. Is Harris or Henderson the best running back? I'm gonna neither are the best, but I'm gonna say which one is better, Harris or Henderson.
which Harris, Damian or Najee?
Let's to actually make it a discussion. Let's make it Najee.
If it's Najee Harris, then it's Harris. If it's Damian Harris, then it's Henderson.
Yeah, I'd say Najee Harris over Henderson. Um, let's see. Okay, I don't have any more questions over there as of right now.
We
But
got
thanks for
one.
joining, guys.
We got one in the DMs over here.
Okay.
He wants to know if he should trade away Saquon for Cordero Patterson. It says 4 and 5 need immediate production. Not sure if Saquon will even be back next week. At first glance, I'm thinking, why would you do that?
Yeah.
But then when you think about it, it makes sense why you would ask the question, because Barkley, he's been saying he's coming back for a couple weeks. They keep pushing it back. He does have a bye this week to help, kind of get right, and hopefully he comes back after. But just out of curiosity, I pulled up Fantasy Pros and looked at rest of season running back ranks. They actually have Patterson at 11 and Barkley at 16. They actually have Patterson ranked ahead of him. So it's not as crazy as you think. If you actually, if you want to win now, he's 4 and 5. I wouldn't be panicking yet on that record, but
So I have a hard time with the rest of season ranks, right? Because it's just going off of I think it's just going off of who's going to score more points for the rest of the season, not who's more effective when they're on the field. So,
this takes into effect strength of schedule too.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. But if Patterson is going to have 2 more games than Barkley, then he's immediately going to be more valuable rest of season because he's going to get more points through the rest of the season, I think is how that's ranking them, right? I would assume.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at rest of season, I have a hard time with that because especially with an injured player, right? And so you see someone with an easier playoff schedule and they're going to be back before then I have a hard time trading them away for someone just to get me production right now. The problem is this guy's 4 and 5 and needs immediate production, right? So,
and the thing is too, just looking at strength of schedule, Barkley has a better overall schedule and a better playoff schedule. So if you can trade something else and get a running back and hang on to Barkley for that stretch run, he could win you your league for you.
Well, looking at the guy's question before. Oh no, that was from a long time ago. So never mind. That was from a long time ago. My bad. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was.
Sorry, because I was like, is that what he gave to get Saquon? Looks like it, but so I think though, based off of just name alone, I think he can get Cordero Patterson and something else for Saquon. Just based off of name and potential. Do you agree?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on who he's trading with, but even just a little piece, a Bills defense or something.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, there's other running backs besides Cordero Patterson you can go get too.
I agree.
I know he's thinking Cordero just because Barkley's hurt, nobody's going to trade for him, whatever. But you got to make sure you get fair value for him too.
Yeah.
There's guys out there. I'm looking at strength of schedule, very similar. Elijah Mitchell. You can get Elijah Mitchell plus, even more than you could get with Patterson. Maybe shoot for an Aaron Jones, Eckler, whose owner might be a little disappointed after this last week. Maybe target some guys like that who might be a little panicky.
Zeke maybe that'll be harder to get. Maybe I think Eckler would be hard to get too, but
I don't think Gibson's a terrible target either.
I'm nervous on Gibson, my man.
I want to see how he does after this bye. I think the bye would have helped him get better. I think that's why they were splitting so much with him before. They wanted to get him to the bye, and it helped get him healthy. But we'll find out. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm more worried because I don't think this week's his week either. He's come back off the bye, but they're playing the Bucs, right?
Yeah.
which
That's definitely
doesn't.
a tough matchup.
And if he's not the passing back, McKissick is. That's looking like a bad day, real quick for Antonio Gibson. He's going to get game planned out of there real quick.
Unless they throwing the ball like they should be.
They should be, but they haven't been. So he could get game planned out of this pretty quick, and he may get one more week of rest.
But this is a rest of season question though that we're looking at. So I'm saying like for the rest of the season, he's not a bad target. You could get more back with him also even like.
Also,
so that's what I was looking at.
And worry about his shin, right? Like what they were calling it, what, a stress fracture or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
I watched a couple doctors analyzing tape of him doing some workouts and stuff, and they're like, guys, if he had a stress fracture in his shin, he couldn't do that. It would be impossible for him to sit there and go over these many hurdles. It would hurt so bad. He would collapse. Like that is he doesn't have a fracture in his shin. There's just no way.
And I played for weeks with a fracture in my foot when I was in high school. So
yeah,
it hurt like a mother, but it's possible.
Yeah, but the
pain threshold
wasn't. Yeah, but they said like in your shin like that, doing those hurdles, they're like, that's just not possible. So
but if you think about doctors. If you think about it, they're talking about a fracture a stress fracture in his shin. It could be the tiniest little just itty bitty thing. It probably doesn't even hurt. You can't even tell it's there. But
shin splint, man.
Yeah, like it really could cover any gamut of possibilities.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't worry about his injury much. I mean, I'm more worried about game plan, and I just think that this week is not looking good, but rest of season, not a bad buy. Yeah, I agree. All right, let's get some of these guys over here in the chat. Chooch Master, thanks for dropping in. What's up, guys? Should I trade away Cooper, Cooks, and Mitchell for Saquon and Keenan Allen? PPR.
Oh,
I don't hate the value.
It's a fair trade, but I'd rather have the first three.
For me, it's hard to give up that kind of depth. With the injuries and stuff that have been going on, I have a hard time moving up depth. But if you can afford to give up the depth,
I still wouldn't. I like Mitchell.
Cooper also has a great playoff schedule.
Yeah, Cooper has a great schedule. Mitchell's playing now, and he's playing very well. Cooper and Keenan are very similar producers. I'd stick with the three you got.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I just feel like Allen's not a big enough upgrade from, especially Cooks now with Tyrod Taylor coming back. Like, he's just about to, like.
If you're giving those three, you're still paying a premium for Saquon based on his name.
Like yeah, that's the type of deal I was talking about earlier. Yep. Yeah. Yep. All right, Jay Gore.
My man, Jonathan Gorman, back in the chat.
What up,
he's in every show, and I love it. Sushi Lover's starting to show up everywhere, too.
I know. I love these guys, man. These are my people.
I can't remember which show it was, but I saw Chooch Master the other day, too. Actually, it might have been Sloppy Sundays, if I'm not mistaken, when I was on here with Ben.
I love it. We've got IG regulars, too, over here. Let's see. 8-man league, and no one wants to buy Kittle.
Hang on to him, then.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sell him low for sure. Let him have another couple of good games, and maybe someone will come running, but just ride him out, dude.
Yeah, and start 2 tight ends if you want. I mean, it's an 8-man league, so you probably don't do that. Like, I've got Pitts and Kittle in a league, so, I mean, I don't know. Just play matchups, I guess, but Kittle's stud, right? So
yeah, Kittle's my man crush.
All right, I got a couple over here on IG here. Said, what's up, Savage Mexican 18? Hey, I'm undefeated. Debo 2. Undefeated, man. That's a tough feat this year. I feel like I don't play in a single league where. Oh no, that's not true. Dom is undefeated in one of our leagues. Like he's just blowing everyone out of the water. But
you know how you end up undefeated this year? You blow your draft and it works out because backups are getting all the points.
Yeah, if you screwed up your draft this year, you're probably in first place. That's how most of our leagues are. You screwed up your draft and now you're in first place. Like, ugh. Okay, Silikson over here. Is Pittman a good wide receiver 1?
Yeah, he's a good low 1, high 2.
Low 1, high 2?
Yeah, I'd probably put him in that 9 to 12 range.
Yeah. I have a hard time, and this is just me and the way I play. I have a hard time trusting people that haven't been on the scene that long as my number 1, right?
Yeah, but like at the same time, you saw some flashes last year. The QB situation was horrible,
Yeah.
and he's been doing pretty well all season.
Pretty consistent, actually.
Yeah, so I don't think there's too much cause for concern there. Like the talent's there as long
If
as
it if
he
it's a
still has
flash
a
in the
quarterback.
pan, it's a year flash, not
Yeah,
like a 2-game flash. It's not a CJ Uzuma type flash in the pan type of
right.
thing. You know what I mean? Like,
It's not a Tony will hate this Kyle Pitts type flash in the pan.
right. Like Pittman's had
I hope Tony's watching.
two games where he hasn't scored 6 points, right? But again, like we talked about earlier, who hasn't? Tyreek Hill's had
Yep.
the same season.
Oh,
So he's the number 7 wide receiver in PPR. Like, yeah, Pittman's doing great. He's a great wide receiver 1. What do you think, like trade value wise? You think people are gonna trade for him with wide receiver 1 value though? Like, you're not gonna get that kind of trade value out of him, which is
nobody's
crazy.
gonna pay wide receiver 1 value,
No.
but everybody that has him is gonna want that to get him. So
Oh, absolutely.
if you got him, you're holding him.
Yep. I agree.
I have
Um,
another DM question here.
okay, I
So
had more over here too.
with Darnold out, do you like DJ Moore more or less with PJ Walker?
Okay, with Darnold out, do I like more?
You like DJ Moore
Um,
more or less with PJ Walker as quarterback instead of Darnold?
what the?
I
There we
like
go. That
him.
was
I'm
weird.
just gonna say I like him less.
Yeah, I
Darnold's
think I
bad.
like.
Walker's bad.
Yeah, I think I like him less too. I don't know enough about PJ Walker. I don't think he's an upgrade to Darnold. So, but
I'm gonna say same or slightly less because
yeah,
they both suck.
yeah, I agree. It's a bad situation there. Um, and here I was thinking like, dang, Darnold finally proven me wrong because I thought Darnold sucked coming out of USC. I was like, this dude's so overrated. I watched him play college. He was a turnover machine. I was like, this guy's not good. What's all the hype about? USC is what it was about. Brought him into the league. He sucked. I was like, called that one. Then he got traded to Carolina. Started tearing it up, and I was like, dang, I was wrong all along. It was just the system. Nope.
False.
I've been right for years, and I am bragging on it right now. Okay, I got a couple over here really quick. Debo Samuel and Kittle are the GOAT right now. For now, let's see. Which 2 running backs do I trust? I don't understand that one. Renfro actually worked out. Yeah, Renfro is going to work out big time.
Yeah.
Over Emmanuel Sanders and T. Higgins. Yeah, especially right now. Didn't go get Shepard. Yeah, that turned out to be good too with him getting hurt. This guy who was in first or who's undefeated said his lineup is Brady, Swift, Melvin Gordon, Devontae Adams, Lockett, Thielen, Kittle. It's okay, but
He must have just got a really good schedule against his league.
Yeah, that
mates.
worked out. That just worked out. Let's see. Dropping Emmanuel Sanders for D. Williams or J. Williams. That'd be Darrell Williams, I'm guessing. So,
For D. Williams or who?
Javonte Williams.
And he's dropping who?
Emmanuel Sanders.
If you're needing a running back, which clearly you are, I'd drop him for Javonte. But I'd really rather not drop Emmanuel if I don't have to.
Yeah, because you're thinking Darrell's just still kind of.
He's a holdover till CEH comes back.
Yeah, and then that's a timeshare.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he said going to try for Dearness Johnson, but last on waivers. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get Dearness there then.
Glad I didn't drop him yet in the league I got him in.
Same. Chris Carson is available too, he says. So should he go after Chris Carson and stash him while he can? Over the other guys?
Depends on if you need a run back now or if you can afford to wait. If you can wait, yeah, grab Carson.
Yeah, if you can afford to wait, I'd grab Carson there too. Okay, Adams or Cup? I'm going to say this is probably rest of season.
I mean, it could be this week. I think the answer's Cup either way.
Yeah, I think I'm taking Cup rest of season on that one. Our favorite NFL team. We're both Cowboys fans. We are both Dallas Cowboy fans. Please don't unfollow. Let's see. Joe Mixon on bye, so I need a running back. Chase Edmonds hurt. Oh, that's why he needed to go pick up. He needed to drop Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, okay.
So he needs someone this coming week. I'd probably
he needs somebody now.
Oh, that's tough.
Who do they play?
I know. I wanna look that up. Guys, we see you in the chat down here. We'll get to you in just a second. We're working our way through.
Javonte plays Philly. Grab him.
Yeah, but Darrell Williams plays Vegas.
You got to play against Philly. Got to go Javonte there.
Even with Melvin Gordon doing so good.
He's better long term. He's better this week. Yeah, you got to go Javonte. You saw what he did against Dallas.
Yeah, I see Darrell going Vegas, Dallas. And it's just like, that's a pretty good lineup too. But let me look up Javonte.
Be quick. Jonathan's getting impatient with his long messages. Love you.
I mean, Javonte had 17 carries, 110 yards.
Yeah.
Just unlucky not getting. Yeah, I think you got to go Javonte there too. All right, go Javonte. I agree with Kyle. Dang it.
He didn't want to
say it out loud.
He tried so hard not to.
I tried.
When you're right, you're right. What can you say?
Okay, here's a trade question. Gordon, Gibson, and AJ Brown for Cordero and Deontay Johnson, I'm guessing, the way he spelled it. Who wins?
Say again. The first three.
Gordon, Gibson, AJ Brown. The other one's Cordero Patterson and Deontay Johnson, I'm guessing.
The first side wins.
Yeah, Gordon, Gibson, AJ Brown.
AJ Brown's the best player in the deal. If you got him, you win.
Yeah, AJ Brown side on that for sure. LMAO, boo Cowboys, they doing good though. Yeah, we got a bunch of America's teams hated on. What can I say? So, and then Javonte Williams, best strength of schedule. Yep. So, okay, let's get over here to this chat really quick. Let's go with Jaguar here. He's in a pickle. Needs a QB. Burrow's on bye, and Murray isn't looking good for next week. I honestly don't want to drop anyone. Oh, cool. Oh, hold on, Kyle. Just to come back, the guy who got Gordon, Gibson, and AJ Brown, that's the side he's getting.
Scoop that up as
he got it accepted, bro.
Wow!
Congrats on that. Yeah, that's an applaud. I don't know how you got that.
We're not worthy.
Dang, well done. Good trade. Okay, back to Jaguar here. Sorry, man. Also, guys, go join us on YouTube.
Yeah, for real.
It's a lot of fun. Join us over there.
We got 3 people over here and 87 on Instagram. And I can't see the Instagram questions. I have to listen, and that's way more difficult.
Yeah. Go on over there, Kyle. You can see Kyle and hear him and everything too. All right, let's see. Jaguars in a pickle, needs a QB. Burrow's on bye, and Murray isn't looking good for next week. I mean, depends on who's out there.
Drop down. He has follow-up messages down there too.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Bench is Burrow, Pittman, Chase, Gronk, Hawk. With Kittle, I have 3 tight ends right now, but 3 good ones. I don't know which one is going to catch fire late in the season. I know I need to drop one to fill missing QB spot.
Is that the
Mm,
8-man? Is that the 8-man one? Same
yeah,
8-man league.
probably.
You can drop Burrow and grab
I was
another
thinking the same
QB.
thing. Drop Burrow, man. There's probably a good enough quarterback out there for this. It's not worth dropping any of those other guys. Burrow's not valuable enough because this isn't a dynasty league, an 8-man
Oh,
dynasty league. I'm guessing, right?
wait, it says 8 half PPR super flex. What kind of league is this? It's got like all the stipulations. Most of the decent QBs off the board. I don't want to drop someone as good as Kittle just to get a less than average QB for a single week. Well, if it's super flex, you can't drop Burrow either. So maybe just punt this week or put someone else in the. I don't know. Just don't start a QB for a week and then come back stronger than ever next week.
I just don't know how.
Make a trade. Make a trade.
Yeah, if you have those 3 tight ends, someone else needs a tight end.
Trade Gronk. I'd be trying to trade Gronk, keep Hawk and Kittle.
Yeah, that's what I would be doing too. But even so, even if you can get your most value out of Hawkinson, get something for somebody. Don't drop them.
You don't need 3 tight ends. Trade one of them, package them with something. Make a 2-for-1 type trade, clear a spot, grab a QB.
Yeah, that's a messed up league you got going on there, man.
Too much going on and not a deep enough bench, it doesn't sound like either.
Yeah, it sounds like your bench
I
is
hate
really
those
shallow.
ones that just make the bench shallow for no reason. Like, oh, you get 3 bench spots. It's like, okay, I have an 8-man roster. What do I do?
Right.
What do I do for bye weeks? Like,
No IR. Make tough decisions. Cool. All right, Albert, thank you for waiting so patiently. Not that we know it was patient. You could have been over there cussing at us this whole time, but which I kind of would imagine. Like, I actually kind of hope you were. Sorry. Anyways, pick 3 half PPR: Jefferson, McLaurin, Cooper, Patterson, Hollywood, Brown. Jefferson, easy.
is this rest of the season or just this week?
I don't know. This sounds like a good problem to have. Savage, the link should be in our profile. So link in
Albert, if you're
bio
still
there.
here, are you wanting just for this week?
Yeah, Albert, let us know what you're wanting over there. If that is for this week or if that is for the season. How are you wanting us to look at that? Exactly. But let's go either way. Let's say rest of season.
I was just looking at all their matchups. They all have pretty good matchups this week. So for the week, that's going to be a tough decision for sure.
Yeah, I'm also looking at that really quick because that's half PPR. Jefferson, McLaurin. Oh boy, and if this is a decision you're having to make this week, like, oh, it's for this week. My God, what kind of team? This is a 4-person team. Okay, or 4-person league. Jefferson plays the Chargers and always going to be good.
You're never sitting Jefferson.
Marquise Brown plays Miami. Terry McLaurin plays Tampa Bay. Bro.
Cooper plays
Atlanta. Okay, so I think we have to go Patterson as one.
Plays Dallas, so yeah, you got to.
And he carries the ball, he catches the ball. Patterson does both. I think you have to play Patterson. Never thought I'd be saying that in my entire freaking life, right? So Patterson, I think, is a must. Hey, what's up, Manuel? Little savage Mexican 18. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us over here. All right.
Jefferson and Patterson are absolute. So between the other 3,
that Tampa defense ain't very. They're not
good against the pass, but I mean, Cooper's playing Atlanta.
On a bounce back game,
But Hollywood Brown is crushing it this year.
Yeah, I would probably go Hollywood there.
If I'm going with Hollywood against Miami, that's a fantastic matchup. I think he beats them deep at least once. I think you go Jefferson, Patterson, Hollywood.
I think I have to agree. Yep, I think that's what I have to go with there too. Yep. Oh boy. What's up, Jason? Nice to see you again. AJ Brown or Kittle rest of season in a trade?
Give me Brown. I love Kittle, but give me Brown.
Yeah, I think
I guess
so.
it depends on what that whole situation looks like, honestly.
Yeah, that's
Like,
kind of where I was
Kittle,
at.
you're
Too.
tied in and you can get Brown for him. Okay, it depends on what you have at tight end. If AJ Brown is your receiver and you are super deep at receiver and need a tight end bad, I could see it. But in a vacuum, AJ Brown has more value.
Yeah, and you might have him for more of the season because we don't know when Kittle's going to go down again. It can happen at any time. I mean, kind of honestly. Sad but true.
Well, I think if this year's proven anything, it's that anybody could go down at any time.
Jeez, that's no joke. If you have a hamstring, you're probably going down at any time. I think we've learned that. If you have a knee or a hamstring or a calf, oh, there's my
If you have
sound.
any of these body parts, you're probably going to go down.
If you were more than a ghost, you're probably going down at some point. We're idiots. I don't even know why people listen to us.
I don't either. They like Tony. That's why they put up with us on the other shows, but
that's what it is. Yeah, they just pop in here and they're like, is Tony here? Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm already here. I guess I'll hang out.
Is James here? No. James.
No one exciting is here. I guess we'll just hang out with Corey and Kyle.
No special guests. I'll see enough of Kyle and Corey the rest of the weeks.
No joke. Let's see. I want to create a poll for these guys really quick and see what they're thinking. I want to ask them.
Ask him about this one we were talking about earlier. Who would you rather have between Saquon and Cordero Patterson for the rest of the season?
That's good. I was going to ask something about Josh Allen but yeah, let's go Saquon or Patterson rest of season. Let's see. I'm going to go with Saquon. Hold on, guys. I'm getting this set up for you here because I'm curious to know what you guys think. So I'm going to ask that to you guys. You guys let us know. Vote in that poll I just put up there. It should be popping up soon. And let us know what you think. Cordero Patterson or Saquon Barkley rest of season. Who would you rather have? I'm curious as well. Because I would be really torn on that, honestly, which sounds ridiculous.
I don't know what to tell this guy.
Yeah.
I'm just
over on IG really quick, we got Cooper. What's up, Cooper?
I'm doing my hand right now. Manuel says Saquon.
Just put in a trade Devontae Adams and Jalen Hurts for Kupp and Taylor.
Do what now?
Just put in a trade Devontae Adams and Jalen Hurts for Kupp and Taylor, which is that I'm guessing Tyrod Taylor. I mean, if that's what is
surely it's Tyrod Taylor.
Surely that's Tyrod Taylor. Oh, Jonathan Taylor. Oh, what? You're not going to get Kupp and Jonathan Taylor with Devontae Adams and Jalen Hurts.
No, unless unless it's a super flex, they have 0 QBs and they're desperate.
Yeah, you're probably going to get wouldn't happen. It's either going to get just ignored because the person thinks that that's not even worth responding to, or they'll decline it as soon as they see it. Probably. You just went after like the top player at each position, essentially. Now.
Here's what I do with offers like that. I see them, and in my head, I decline them immediately, and I just let them sit there out of spite and let them wait. Because
let them think that you're thinking about it when you're really not.
Like, they know that's trash when they hit send.
Oh, no. Things like that, I decline as quickly as possible so they know. And I don't counter. I don't even counter. It's like you're not worth my time. Like I don't.
Unless they get like 10 points for quarterback touchdowns, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's.
And Jalen Hurts doesn't even score touchdowns, so that's not happening anyways.
No, though, while we're talking about Jalen Hurts,
It hurts to own Jalen Hurts right now.
It does right now, but dang it, that late season schedule looks so good, man. It's juicy.
The playoff schedule looks nice. Man, I wish I could see I wish it would bring the poll
I know.
questions up in this chat for
I know. Right now we're looking at 50-50 split. Guys, if you haven't gotten your vote in on that poll yet, go get it in. I'm gonna end it here pretty soon. Because I'm curious what you guys think on that. And if you guys didn't catch Tony's waiver wire video today, go check that out. I know all you guys love Tony. We love Tony. Tony is, man, solid information, solid research. Go check out his waiver wire hits. Yeah. Cooper says, thank you, although, haha, working on better trades. Yeah, man. I just feel like that's so far out there. You're definitely not going to get a counter on that. So if you're trying to get something, maybe be a little bit more realistic with it. But, dude, trades are so much fun.
You might have to give Devontae and Hurts for just Cup at this point.
Yeah, Devontae and Hurts for just Cup. I mean, if you can afford that, I would do that. Or just Taylor. Either one of those are worth, but not together. You're not going to get both. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna end this. Oh, we only got 2 votes, guys. Go vote. I know we have more viewers than that. I have a viewer count. I know you're here. Go vote on that. I'm curious to see what people think.
I think Manuel put his vote in the chat. So
Manuel, if you voted in the chat only, I'd be disappointed.
Mr. Ochoa,
if you found your way from Instagram over to our YouTube, but then can't find the chat or the chat poll, I'm gonna be really disappointed. Not mad, just disappointed. Let's see. I feel like
I forgot how to say junior in Spanish. Menor, something like that. Something like that. Senor Menor.
So I did see where they're not sure, or I guess that Aaron Rodgers isn't necessarily set to go this next week, which is
he's not 100%. Neither is Murray, which really has me concerned.
So that's a tough situation to be in.
Yeah,
that's a really tough situation.
That's a touchy situation.
Oh my God, that's bad.
That's old school South Park right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's. Let's not talk about that. Okay, I'm gonna end this poll because I'm not getting any more votes on it. I got 2, so looks like we're starting as 50-50 split. 50-50.
So glad we could not help this person at all because I still don't know what to tell him because I can't make up my mind on that either. I can't make up my mind on it either.
Yeah,
my gut tells me just hang on to Saquon, but the numbers say go with Patterson.
Also, Manuel, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe, please. Like this video. Help us out. It's free. It's like 2 clicks to do those 2 things. And it helps us out tremendously. Thanks for joining us, man.
We'll take that over voting in the poll. You can't put that in the chat, though. You can't just put subscribe in the chat. It won't work.
Nice. Thank you, buddy. We really appreciate you. Guys, this is what leadership looks like. Okay? This is
Manuel, he's leading the charge over here, man.
This guy, he's got it. I love it. Okay. I was going to bring up, I was looking at earlier and I was thinking like, dang, would I rather have Josh Allen or, and I'm trying to remember who that was I was looking at. Oh, okay. So let's do this. Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts rest of season. I know who you're going with here, but I'm looking at this Jalen Hurts playoff schedule.
Don't care. Josh Allen.
Don't care. Okay. So the point I'm getting at is, are we panicked about Josh Allen? Is what I'm getting at there.
Not yet. I'm not.
Okay.
Not yet. I know he had some tough matchups against easy opponents, but it's not to the point where I'm freaking out and taking Jalen Hurts over him.
Okay, perfect. So that brings me to my next poll question. This is because I wanted to see
Daniel
just
says
how.
Josh Allen too. You're my boy, Blue.
Yeah. So my next one is this one, though. Hold on. So my next one is, you want Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes rest of season. I had to see how low you were on Josh Allen before asking this question. Jason, give us that lineup. I want to know. And in what kind of league? Is that like your 6-team league or 6-man league? Better not be. I don't know. Let us know, man. I'm curious on what that lineup is. If it's stacked. Okay. Yeah. So the question is Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes rest of season. Which one do you want?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Let me look at their schedules, and then I'll tell you.
Yep.
Josh Allen plays Jets, Indy, Saints, Pats, Bucks, Panthers, Pats, Falcons. That's not a bad schedule.
Also, just something silly really quick is I'm annoyed that Sleeper on the app on the phone will actually color the teams there and let you know how good of a matchup it is. But for some reason on the desktop, it won't do that. Like, is it that hard to translate the color of text? Just
Dynasty Pros will. That's what I'm looking at.
it's silly.
They go. So Mahomes then goes Vegas, Dallas, bye, Denver, Vegas, Chargers, Pitt, Cincinnati. He's got 2 red matchups in the playoffs. Whereas Allen has 1 neutral, 1 red, and 1 green. The green being championship week.
Against Atlanta.
Yeah. I think based on schedule, give me Allen. For sure. I don't know, man. Mahomes and then they got a better defense too. So that helps getting their offense back on the field and stuff. The Chiefs are just struggling kind of all over right now.
Yeah, but if you have a bad defense, so this is kind of what we saw from Dallas last year, right? Like, you have a bad defense, so you're constantly throwing to stay in the game. I mean, OU, good instance there too. Like, when your defense is that bad, you're also having to try to put up points. You're trying to play this game, right? So are you throwing a lot because of that?
I mean, I don't know. Green Bay this last week was a bad example because Jordan Love couldn't put up points. But I don't know. Something about Josh Allen just feels safer right now. Even though he's had a couple bad weeks, I don't think it's been the whole season like Mahomes.
I haven't gotten to watch Josh Allen play, if I'm being 100% honest. But I watched Mahomes play the other day, and I saw him throwing into triple coverage deep downfield and bypassing a wide open Kelsey right in the middle of the field. I don't know what is going on in his mind,
He's been
but
making bad
something's
decisions.
wrong.
He's been
making really bad decisions.
Yeah,
and it seems a bit show-offy.
Going on, and yeah, give me Allen the rest of the year.
Yeah, something ain't right there. All right, let's get over here to the chat really quick. Actually, let's see if everyone voted on that really quick. I've got 4 votes on this one, and we are looking at Allen 100% on the 4 votes. Dang, good job, guys. Yep, looks like everyone wants Allen over Mahomes. Crazy.
Yeah.
All righty. Michael says, hold on, let me get this. There you go. Jump ship on Dalvin. Why?
Yeah, there's been some breaking news in the last couple of hours. basically a back and forth between him and his ex-girlfriend about domestic abuse and stuff like that. But they came out first, said Cook is the victim of abuse and
Well, that's what I
extortion.
saw.
And
So
then since we've been live, there was one that's come out and says Cook's been accused of physical and emotional abuse in a lawsuit filed by his ex. So we got a big game of he said, she said going on. Honestly, I'm not jumping ship. I'm going to use him until, I can't anymore. If it looks like it's going to take a turn, I might try to ship him. But honestly, right now, I doubt this even gets dealt with before the season's over.
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, this is interesting because I saw earlier where he was a victim of abuse and extortion. I was like, well, that sucks for him. Yeah, it's not really going to mess with anything, but
It explains why he runs so violently.
but I missed where I guess he got accused of, like they were getting ahead of it, I guess.
Well, it says he's the victim of extortion, and then like right after that, a lawsuit's filed by his ex claiming that. It's like, well, until they really dig into it, we don't know which side's correct,
Yeah, and legal battles take forever, guys. So, Marco over here actually also just asked, "Do I sell Dalvin? Please help." I think we're saying no.
I wouldn't just yet.
I mean, if you get good trade value
I'd
out of
let
him,
more than the initial reports come out and kind of see.
The problem is though, if you wait, then who's going to trade for him? Oh, he's in trouble now and not going to play, so no one's going to trade for him. Then you've lost your opportunity to trade him away. So it's either trade him now or forever hold your peace on whatever comes of it, right?
Yeah, I mean it's hard to know.
Oh, he said he just bought him. Pokemon just bought Dalvin too.
Like, if you can get good value, like, you should be able to get good value for him still. Trade him to someone who isn't paying attention.
Yeah,
Michael says, what other RB1 can I get for Dalvin? Honestly, like, I'd go try. Hold on, I can find you a whole bunch of guys. Off the top of my head, maybe Kamara. Eckler, Kamara, Jones, Zeke.
Ooh, Jones is a good one. Go try to get Aaron Jones right now.
Yeah, like any of those guys.
You can probably, if someone's not paying super attention, you can probably get Aaron Jones plus something tiny in there.
If you say Bills defense, I swear to God.
No, you can probably get more of a Steelers defense. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Flipping table. Let's see. I'm the number 1 seed in my league. I think I can afford a trade loss for right now if it means he won't end up playing. Yeah, it's risky.
That's a smart way to look at it too. If you're wanting, I mean, there's a lot of guys you could get for him right now.
I agree. I think you can get like a.
I think you can still get McCaffrey for him.
You think you can still get like Swift?
Maybe. I don't know. If it's PPR, Swift's gonna be hard to get. Especially
Kyle,
Tony. Listen,
Jason.
Tony's been saying Swift is top tier elite PPR for 2 weeks now. So on Wall Street. So I don't think we can say that. But I think you can get McCaffrey, Eckler, Kamara, Jones, maybe Zeke, Henderson, Mitchell, Fournette. Like you could get some of these, sure. And some of those last ones you could get more with them.
Manuel says Chubb, and I think people might look at this as a sell high opportunity on Chubb.
Looks maybe. Like, yeah, if Cook and Chubb owners can get rid of each other's headaches, that's a match made in heaven, right?
Yeah. Or just like Jason says, because he's my boy, is Dalvin or Jones and Bill's defense sounds decent to me.
I just told him not to say Bill's defense.
But it's good advice.
Coming in with the Bills defense.
Jason, my man.
Jabbing it right between my ribs and twisting. Dalvin for Chubb and Packers D. Come on, guys, with the defense.
I love it.
They all love the D. Got him.
We
actually missed one up here from Jason.
Yeah. I'll go back up to it here.
Because these other ones, they all came in with the big D.
Yeah, and, Dalvin for Chubb and Packers D.
They're all loving the D. Y'all gotta get
Cardinals
off the D.
D.
Get off the D.
Okay.
Y'all are grown ass men. Get off the D.
All right. 12 PPR. This is his kick-ass stacked league this week.
This is his stacked league. Okay.
Brady, Zeke, Connor, Hill. Oh, Connor worked out for you. Got it. Hill, AGP. Oh my God. Who's TBA? To be announced on here. You don't know who your tight end's gonna be yet. Doesn't really matter. Probably just don't even start one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's pretty legit. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
That's his 4-team league.
Man, in a 12-team league, that's incredible.
I think he's lying about that part. So you got New England. You don't have the Bills, D?
You need to pull a trade and get that Bills D, bro.
Let's
See. Marco over here. He's trying to maybe trade away Kelsey, or not Kelsey, but Cook. He has Kelsey, Devontae, Adams, Swift, AJ Brown, and in a 14-man league. Oh my God. I'd be making hella trades, so it wouldn't be suspicious for selling him right now, Okay. So he has Swift and Cook are his two running backs right now, but he makes a lot of trades. That's obviously how he's got that roster right now in a 14-person league. Yeah, I think try to move Cook then. I mean, your team is good enough. If you lose 5 points a week on your running back for that safety for right now, because you could lose 20 points a week if you don't have Cook at all. So, yeah, I think you're looking at moving Cook.
I think the problem is everybody's seeing the info. It's been out for an hour now. Like, we're already behind. I'm already behind. I'm an hour behind sending out offers trying to get rid of Cook. Yep. Everybody in every league is going to be trying to fire sell Cook right now to the one moron that never pays attention to anything.
No doubt.
And will still buy him. The problem with that is jumping the gun like that, nothing may come of it, and then you've lost Cook for no reason. So it's a fine line to walk. You just got to decide what you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable with holding him and seeing what happens, hold him and see what happens. If you don't want to, if it makes your gut wrench thinking about holding him and then he goes to jail, then trade him for anything, I guess. But it's a hard situation for sure.
Yeah, I don't. Oof.
I
just don't feel like that legal. Legal battles take a long time. Like, it's just starting out, but at the same time, the NFL has a history of just doing whatever they want. It doesn't, because they'll make an example out of somebody for no good reason. I mean,
if they suspend him after they didn't suspend Deshaun Watson, then Cook's got a good case against the league on his hands too.
Well, I think Deshaun Watson probably just wasn't, only because he wasn't like activated, right? Like, they didn't try to play him. If they would have tried to play him, the NFL probably would have stepped in and went like, nah.
Well,
so
the Vikes aren't gonna not play Dalvin Cook. So
agree. Now
we'll see what happens. Hopefully the league doesn't jump the gun on that and do a.
Now here's what I'm doing: is I'm going on waivers tonight, or before waivers, whatever. I'm picking up Alexander Madison. Is what I'm doing.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, go pick up Madison.
Go grab Madison, whether you got Cook or not. You're grabbing Madison.
Because you're grabbing him whether you have Cook or not, because you can either use him, or most likely you're trading him to the Cook owner. Because we don't know what the outcome of this is going to be. So I know what I'm doing tonight after this show is I'm taking Madison and I'm trying to trade him to the Cook owner going, you need this insurance policy right now.
Yeah.
So
luckily the one league I have Cook in, I also have Madison. So
well, that's good.
That's
very Marco, thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it.
I guess that also kills our deal in that league too for that we had been talking about. So
yeah, that definitely kills that, huh?
I mean, unless you're just really comfortable with taking Cook anyways. Do you think Mostert will break out next season?
He'll break his hip.
Not with San Francisco. Actually, no, I don't think it matters. He's 29 already. Like,
Yeah.
even if he ends up on another team, he'll be a timeshare guy. So I don't see a breakout now.
He literally gets hurt every year now, too. Like, no, I don't think Mostert will break out next year at all. And like you said, not with San Francisco. San Francisco has their young guys. Now I think they've got what they need. Why would they take Mostert again? I just don't see it happening. So,
yeah.
Not feeling good on that.
Not gonna happen.
Carry the show for a second, Kyle.
Well, that's easier said than done.
I know I'm irreplaceable, but
you leave me with nothing left to talk about. We could probably wrap it up, actually.
You get the wrap it out box.
Well, I mean, we have another show to record, and we're just kind of chit-chatting. There's no questions left, so.
For sure. They should start my boy Trey over Jimmy G. I don't know. I mean,
not yet.
I don't think so. I don't think so yet. I love Trey Lance. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for that, but I don't think it's quite time yet.
Yeah, you don't want a Justin Fields situation over there. He wasn't ready. He's got a bright future ahead of him, but he wasn't ready. And Trey's kind of the same way. I don't think he's ready just yet, but he's got a bright future ahead of him, I think. I hope so. Otherwise, I'm going to be very sad for my boy Kittle, because that's my dude. That's my man crush. Corey's over there trying to see if Madison's available in any of his leagues real quick. I know that's what he's doing.
No, I'm responding to work right now.
You're a dirty liar. You're a dirty, dirty liar.
Oh, look who's available in that league. No, I'm kidding.
Besides, we've only got one league where waivers is already ran, and I just checked. He's not available. So
I saw you getting on there. I was just like, that dick. No, I was actually responding to work really quick. So
I was searching it while you said carry the show for a minute. I was like, can I have 30 seconds?
You're dirty. That's dirty. All right, man. Let's wrap this up and get ready for our recording that we got coming up after this. Guys, catch us on Snoozers or Losers this week. We've been playing it Thursdays at lunch. I think we're going to play it Thursday nights instead. So just keep a lookout for that. If you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll just know when it goes live anyway. So we'll premiere that later this week. It'll be on Thursday at some time. We just don't know if it's before or after Thursday night football. So either way, thanks for joining us tonight, guys. We had a ton of fun, and we hope to see you next time.
And hop on us with me and Tony tomorrow night for Wall Street.
Oh, Fantasy Wall Street with Tony. It's a beautiful thing. So join for that tomorrow. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining us.
See ya.
See ya.